Hello, this is Dwight Norris of fishingatwork.com here on another lovely day at the Boston Esplanade on the Charles River. Now you're probably wondering why I'm wearing my hood and why it's a little dark outside. Well, it's raining just a little bit. It's on, it's off, but it should be picking up here pretty quickly. So I wanted to make an episode about fishing in the rain. So if you ever planned on going fishing one day and then the wind started picking up, the clouds came in, they were dark, couldn't see anymore, and then the sky opened up and just ruined everything. You lost your motivation, you lost your thoughts, you're like, ugh, rain, I'm gonna get wet, do I have the right gear, is that gear clean, do I have the right bait for this kind of stuff, are the fish gonna bite? Is there going to be traffic? Is there going to be accidents on the way to get there? Is this going to slow me down? Etc, etc, etc. Well, I just want to let you know that those problems don't have to stop you. The fish hardly knows it's raining unless it's coming down like baseball size and going down deep in the water. I mean, then it might scare a fish. Otherwise, they don't know what's going on. So, why should you care? Well, most people, like myself in the past, when I saw the rain outside or the darkness coming, I'm like, oh, I don't want to get wet. That sucks. I'm going to get it wet. I'm going to get soggy. I might not catch any fish. All my gear and like packing's going to get all wet and it just ruins your day. I mean, even if you're going to do something else, it's just horrible. So what do you do about that? Let's quickly explain. One, you need to prepare for any situation beforehand. Preparation is key. So in the morning that you plan on going fishing, you're obviously going to be taking it with you to work. So hop on your phone or hop on the internet and check out the forecast for the day. It's going to be sunny, it's going to be cloudy, is it going to be rain, is it going to be a thunderstorm, it's going to be a tornado or a hurricane, who knows. You should always keep tabs on that anyway, because if you're going to be getting out of your car or getting off the bus or getting out of your bike, the weather is going to affect you, if not for a second, then for a long time, like when you're walking or on a bike, like I do most of the time. So I check that all the time. So it works in connection with fishing as well. So once you do that, you can prepare. So like today, it's raining. It's light rain, maybe not heavy. At home, I have a nice set of rain gear. It's a very light jacket. It's made just to go over clothing. It's not clothing itself. So it's very light, it's compact. You can even do like a poncho kind of thing and have that go over your clothes, and maybe a more breathable one, so when it's hot during the summer, you can get some aeration while you're fishing for that short period of time, because you don't really want to sweat and then you have to deal with the clothing and changing the clothing because you might be sweating. You don't want to go out to work and be like, dude, were you working out in your clothes? No, I was fishing in the rain. But there's also pants you can wear that are the same material. They go in, they cinch tight with a little, you pull the stretchy cord, and then they have the cincher on there that that keeps it tight on whatever clothing you're wearing. And that's a good set of rain gear that you can wear. The reason I say don't wear your rain clothing that you actually use for other purposes, so it has like say it has an inner lining or something, like flannel or cotton or wool, that's going to be thicker. It's going to bind you up. It's going to heat you up and be too warm, typically in the summer. But if it's the winter time or spring or fall, one of those cold days, that's perfectly fine. But in general, you should just have a light clothing, because it's easier to transport no matter what way you're going to work or going to the fishing hole. Two, with your tackle, you should also prepare of what kind of fishing you want to do on that particular day. Maybe you were planning on doing topwater fishing. Well, during a rainstorm, everything looks like it's flashing, so they might not notice that as well as they previously would. So maybe you want to do a little deep diving. The fish might get a little skittish, it's a little dark, they might not come up to the top, or maybe they'll actually come up closer to the top because it's darker and they can't see you and there's no shadows. When there's no shadows, the fish can't see you, so you can get closer to them. They might get closer to the shore, they might not. So you just want to switch it up, do a little information and testing. I will actually be providing this in another episode, that type of environmental style fishing. And figure out what you need for that day. You also want to figure out your clothing and like your backpack, you know, what you're doing. Right here, my backpack is not waterproof. And if you're carrying things in there like your fishing license or your wallet or a non-waterproof phone, maybe you want to think about that when you go out with your rain clothes. Like, you're dry, but all your stuff is ruined. So there are things like dry bags that you can get. There's actually dry bags that are the size of backpacks. I'm actually thinking about getting one of those or getting a selection of those. One of the things I want to do is get a longer lengthwise book bag so it can fit my telescoping fishing rod better. That's an upgrade I need to do. Also, I need to do a waterproof one, which would probably be the dry bag, which is mostly known for being on kayaks and losing my train of thought here. Whitewater rafting, yes, they use that too, because when it falls in the water, some of them are even capable of floating pretty much forever. It can become a flotation device that could save you. Your stuff could save you. That's good. Two purposes. Nobody wants to get her out here while you're trying to have a good time. You also, with the clothing, you want to think about each set. So you have your shirt or your jacket that you have on that's waterproof. You have your pants, socks, you know, they're cotton, spandex, whatever you want to use. But like your shoes. So when it's rainy or muddy or it's really temperamental weather, you probably want to think about having an extra pair of shoes. Say you're wearing dress shoes like I am. Let's take a look at here. Boom, you know, they're dress shoes, they're short. But when you get on the shoreline, it's a little muddy there, there's some roots, there's some leaves. Slip, boom, you're in the water. Not the kind of day you want to have. So you might want to switch over to some boots, or at least have them with you. I know they're heavy. You could even do, yes, for ice, there's the cleats that you can buy that slip onto your shoes so you don't slip on the black ice. But they also have slip on like as a boot tread that's available too. I should look into that. A lot of things I'm thinking about. I know what I can do, but there's better ways of doing it. So always be thinking about better ways to handle a situation. Wow, what else is there to talk about when it comes to fishing in the rain? Well, you also want to deal with safety. If it gets too crazy, it's raining cats and dogs, or there's lightning coming down, hailstones, you might want to think about packing it in and just going home. You should be careful with your life and consider all situations haphazardly, or is that even the word I want to use? Anyway, you should definitely take care when in bad environments. What else about fishing in the rain should you do? So, well, definitely with lightning, if you're going to be on a kayak, that's bad. So, there's also timing. When you're in the rain, you think that you can, move and fish at the same level of speed, but sometimes the weather or the environment can slow you down. You're all soggy, you get your clothes get in a bind, you start walking a little slower. It takes longer to tie that knot on the fishing line. It takes a little longer to pull that fish off, or do anything like pack and unpack an inflatable kayak, unpack your bag with all your fishing gear and bait and stuff. And all this stuff affects your time, which for our purposes at fishing at work is very important. So you have to go into it knowing that you're going to lose some time for inclement of weather. So always think about that. You can't really determine how much or how little it will change your timing, but like all things, keep an eye on your clock, or better yet, set a timer for when you leave the office. Maybe even set it for halfway, whatever. Say you have an hour and you set it for 30 minutes. You're there, you fished for 15, 20 minutes. You're like, whoa, okay, I'm going to be here for another 20 minutes, set my timer, so I have 10 minutes, whatever is required to get back to the office, and then boom, you've used up your time. Maybe you ate a sandwich while you're doing that, etc., etc. Had a drink, and then you're done. You know, you did your fishing, you had your fun, you caught your fish, you ate your food, you went outside. It's a great day. So, like I said before, earlier, if you even remember, I'm going to be doing another episode in the office about particular things like the clothing and etc. And actually show you like what I'm talking about, so that you'll know what you'll need when you go out fishing in the rain. And also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go to fishingatwork.com, and in there you'll see, it's not quite ready yet, but there's a document that will show you pretty much everything you need to do, A to Z, to do this, fishing at work. And I'm providing that for free through a link. You'll see that at the very top, and halfway down the website, just below the video I have introducing and a welcome message, is a link to the private Facebook fan page. And please subscribe to that, and I will allow you, once I see that you want to join and are inspired to fish at work. So what else would I like you to do? Anyway, just go fishing, please. Go fishing at work, go fishing after work, go fishing in the morning, go fishing on the weekend, go fishing with your friends, go fishing with your children, go fishing with your wife or your significant other. It doesn't really matter. Just go fishing.